So Tim, are there any emerging changes to the social media ecosystem that you think will have an impact on sort of the media and advertising side?
Yeah, I still think it's early on in the growth and evolution of social media, so there are quite a few changes. What we're focused on is obviously the sharing aspect through Share This, of how people share and how to understand how that relates to what marketers are interested in, which is influence. So there's a lot that goes on within social media that's about communications, and people are using it for enhanced communications. But at the core of it is understanding what are people sharing and what are they relying on as their information that they use to inform decisions. And I think it's very early in terms of understanding how all that works. So for example, with our system we can choose any given topic and say, oh, how many people are sharing on this topic, and then break that down by, here are the people that are the influencers that are sharing it, here are the people responding to that message. And that starts to help us understand and dig in deeper to how that influence really works. And once we understand that, marketers could then understand the value of that and understand how much is that worth, how do we change it or grow it, or have some input and controls over specific programs we're trying to implement through social media, by having more insights in terms of how these viral ideas and community rally points really take off.
So Tim, it sounds like the platform is really one where you can do a lot of research but then take action based on the research.
Yeah, what we're hearing a lot about is people interested in data, and they're gathering a lot of data, and there's a lot of data that you can glean within social media interactions. I think the danger, though, and the caution is to not fall into analysis paralysis. So understanding where are the insights coming from, what data really matters, and again, when we talk about and think about influence, we look at, we've been measuring things like blog discussions for years. I was an early investor in Nielsen Buzz Metrics, and that was a great indicator. Only a small part of the internet audience either blogs or comments on a website. So what else do they do? Well, they share. And share is actually one of the most broad activities on the internet. So we said, there's a lot of data, we're going to collect a lot of that data, but we're going to pay particular attention to this sharing activity that goes on, because we think that's a particularly strong signal that tells you what people are interested in. And as a matter of fact, we did a study with Forrester a little over a year ago about sharing, and we asked about the motivations for sharing. We found out that the primary benefit was to help somebody else that you know benefit from that information. So the sharers are pointing you to the people who have the intent and interest in a given topic.